Hello and welcome back to our continuing adventures on the Let's Defend platform. Today we are going to tackle the MSHTML malware analysis exercise, or otherwise known as, CVE-2021-40444. So let's see what we have. Another one from Bohan Zhang. Dude's just killing it with exercises in both DFIR and malware analysis. So it looks like, okay, 5 questions. Kind of short and simple, but that's okay. Let's get the zip file pulled down and let's see what we have. So we've got tools and we have challenge files. So it looks like 4 Word documents. 3 is docx and 1 is just a doc. Okay, so question 1, examining the employees underscore contract underscore audit underscore October underscore 2021.docx file. What is the malicious IP in the doc file? So first things first, we're going to dump that sucker into VirusTotal. And it's a refresh one. So we are seeing multiple engines detect. CVE 2021-40444. Some relations. If I'm going to take a bet, I'm going to take a bet on 175, 24, 190, 249. Since that's contact URL that's up there, even though it's an IP address. Hooray! And so it begins. Alright, then we're moving over to the employee underscore W2 underscore form.docx file. We are looking for the malicious domain inside said file. So we've got a bunch of bundled files, drop files, but we're not getting an actual domain off that. Oh, that's fine. We have a couple of different things we can take a look at. Or at least the built-in sandboxing for these detections. And we will just keep looking. See if anything shakes out. Files dropped, but no. Well, let's take a look at Tencent Habbo and see if it gives us anything. Habbo? Well, that wasn't overly helpful. So I'm going to go through and see as to whether or not if there's been any sandboxing. 1 sec. Okay, so that was a good few minutes. So, Intizir analyze. One of the things that was suggested for me to take a look at. They do have a free tier, but apparently this is the only thing. I did find. Actually, no, I didn't actually go all the way through this. So before I say that, no contact with any of this stuff, supposedly. There wasn't apparently any sort of contact either in some of these samples in any.run. And triage didn't really seem to give me anything off there either, but maybe I missed it. So flows. I guess here, I want to validate what I'm seeing here. This kms8.msguides.com. So if we go over here, does not show up there. Of course, the question is it doing it by domain, or because it looks like it's all just IP addresses. Well, let's see, because so it's going to be involving a subdomain. Well, crap. Well, might just actually have to go back there and take a look to see what some of those tools are. That, or basically just take the document and run it through Ribnox. So that might be the next step that I'm going to take a look at here. So I'm going to pause the recording and we'll pick back up here in a second. Okay, so no real luck with sandboxing, but I did run through and managed to find some material that Dieter Stevens has put out, and I pray to God I am pronouncing that correctly. I'm terrible with names sometimes. I'm just trying to get this adjusted here. So I will link to the YouTube videos that are responsible for the creation for this, or at least where I got the instructions. Right now, bear with me, I am working to make this bigger. And I'm not having a whole metric ton of luck with everything here. So bear with me. I know, I really should have just paused it. You know, what am I gonna do? Nope, too wide. Okay, there we go. So we'll go to about here, and we'll go from there. Okay, let me... Alright, so command prompt, I had to go through, get Python 3 installed, and then I'm utilizing the Python scripts inside of the tools directory from the zip file that we were given originally. So I am effectively running the zip dump working through the process here. So go through and fire off zipdump.py and then the employee underscore w2 underscore form.docx. And I was looking for the document.xml.rels. So that looks like that's index 13. Then I go through and I do zipdump.py space dash s space 13. Since it's index 13, I want to pull down lowercase d. Same exact thing, gives me just a big old load of XML. So I rerun the same exact thing, but then basically pipe it off to XML dump.py space pretty, and it cleans it up. And lo and behold, what do we see? What is this, third from the bottom? RID6. Let me see if I can highlight that. Right there. What do we see? We see arsenal.30m or cm.tw. I don't know about you, but that looks like an interesting domain. So let's bring the window back. And I believe I have it. Let me submit. Hey, correct answer. Hurrah! Let me see what comes out of this one. Give me 1 second. I gotta put in that. Oy vey. I don't know what the heck we would do without Dieter Stevens and his tools on all this stuff. What is the malicious domain in the other doc file? So that's the work from home survey. So it should be this file. And I don't suppose this one. Trend parlay. Well, it's in there from VirusTotal without the need to screw around with anything. Yep, okay. Which then kind of makes me wonder, it's just like, would we get the same thing if we work from home survey? I know, I probably don't need to do this, but I am kind of interested. I would like to see this. Work from home survey. We're looking for, so that's 10. Home survey, extract 10. Ooh. Ouch. So we got a target. All this here. So it looks like that's what? RID 15? So we are left then with some dirty stuff. So let's see. And that's even calling. Oh, dir XML dump dot py. Oops, I got cap lock on. pretty. There we go. So it takes all of that and turns it into all of this, which then gives us the trendparley.com/wiki0509.html. Okay, so we're able to sit there and get that discovered. So it's all about basically just using the tools on hand to go through and do what you need to do. But I feel a little bit better knowing that I was able to sit there and work that out without just, I mean, I love VirusTotal, don't get me wrong. But, you know, be able to do it yourself when you need to. And we're looking for income tax and benefit return. So that should be the last of, yes, of the VirusTotal results that I have. And it looks like hidus.com. That looks like a malicious domain to me. 15 out of 87 detections. But we'll go through and... Okay, good. So we know that we're on the right track then. So the question is, let's do the same. Let's make sure that we've got this bit down. All right, so we want to do zip dump, and we want to look at the relationship file for the income tax doc. It looks like that's number 19. Just to make sure that the same stuff works. Yep, another one that has target mhtml, http hidusai.com, which is the same exact thing that I put in there. I mean, just not the /e8c76295a5f blah 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 blah. Oh, God bless Dieter Stevens. I don't know what the hell I would do trying to work through these things. And then what vulnerability? I don't think it was named anything, was it? Oh, okay, so they just went CVE, which we should know this almost off the top of our head because it's not like we haven't been seeing this in our face every single VirusTotal result. In that I mean the first document right here, tagged in the detections. The second document, again, tagged. Again, in the detections. The third document, again, tagged. Again, in the detections. And then our final Word document, tagged and in the detections. So watch, I'm going to get it wrong. I'm going to hit submit, and it's not going to be CVE 2021 40444. Because that would be some hubris right there. Oh, you think you know what the answer is before you submit, huh? No. No cake for you. Oy vey. But, so there is a combination of VirusTotal and Dieter Stevens tools, as was provided in the zip file. Just make sure you got Python 3 installed if you're on a Windows box going through and doing this stuff. So that wraps up everything. I will grab the Internet Storm Center items along with links to the YouTube videos, and I know Dieter kicks off the inquest portion for all this as this stuff goes through. So I'll make sure just to put all this stuff together in the notes for this stuff and go through and maybe try doing it just with Dieter Stevens tools and not with VirusTotal if you get the answers. Or don't. I mean, whatever works for you. But with all that being said, this has been Let's Defend Malware Analysis exercise for MS-HTML. And I will see everyone in the next video.